Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. Jurisprudence class. In this class, we are going to discuss the English concept of mens rea, MENSREA. So, this is a very important concept. It shows the guilty mind, bad intention, evil intention. An act done with evil intention, definitely it will be an offense. An act not done with evil intention, there may be some excuses for the same. So for this, there is an English maxim. It's called Actus non facit reum. Actus non factus rem, actually R-E-U-M. So nisi mensit rea. So the act itself does not constitute guilt unless done with the guilty mind. So the ingredients are, number one, there should be actus reus. So some act should be done by the person who is held liable. That's why always we will discuss the same in constitution. Actus reus plus mens rea. Actus reus means act done by the person, and mens rea, guilty mind with which the act is done. So please remember, before giving conviction, the judge considers the mental attitude and guilty mind. So, of course, in English law, mens rea is there, but in our Indian law, the word is not there, but indirectly it's mentioned in our Indian Penal Code, like fraudulently, voluntarily, intentionally. All these things are there to show the guilty mind of the. If you go to section 24, 25 in the definitions itself, you will find the same. So this mens rea is considered in intentional wrongs. So A has a dispute, or A has developed enmity with B. A wanted to eliminate B, or A wanted to kill B. He planned and executed. This is done with mens rea, guilty intention. That's why guilty intention plays an important role. Sometimes mens rea is not seen in negligence cases. So please remember, but still they are liable. Negligence. That's why I told you the owner that less crimes. What is that? Victimless crimes. In that chapter I told you. So mens rea may not be necessary in the act, but still they are liable for punishment in negligence cases. Suppose a driver drives the vehicle negligently and causes the death of a pedestrian. Here it's only negligence. Please remember. But he will be punished. Therefore, section 304A of the Indian Penal Code, whoever causes the death of a person by his rash or negligent driving, he is liable for punishment for a lesser punishment. That is 2 years. Fine with 2. So fine is not mentioned there. Normally they will impose a fine of 1,000 rupees or so. So because since there is no intention, the punishment will definitely be lesser. So please remember. Sometimes strict liability, it also, even though you do not have mens rea, sometimes you have to pay. So best reasons, Rylance versus Fletcher case, or you can case MC Mehta case, number of Bhopal gas leak, Oleum gas leak, so many cases. There are all strict liability and also absolute liability things you know very well. Right. Sometimes negligence will amount to mens rea. How? I have given the example in the class. So the contractor, excise contractor, air contractor, he mixed diazepam tablets in the liquor and sold the same to the customers who got actually some who were affected and subsequently died. So here the intention, guilty intention is not to kill them, but only, please remember, make profit. But still it amounts to. Actually, if his intention is there, it should have been murder. But since there is no intention, it is only culpable homicide, not amount to murder under section 304, part 1 of the Indian Penal Code. So please remember, for doing an act, for doing a crime, mens rea is more important, and the judge will consider whether there is mens rea or not. If there is mens rea, punishment will be heavy. If there is no mens rea, there may be exception, or the punishment will be lessened. So very famous case laws, previous case laws, R versus Prince, 1875. So here he has eloped, the prince eloped with a woman. She was an unmarried girl aged about 16 years. Actually, he eloped her against the wishes of her father. So actually this man, he was under impression that she was 18 years or more than 18 years old. But the evidence disclosed that she was just 16. So please remember, doctrine of mens rea applied and conviction imposed. Very peculiar case. Normally, mens rea means guilty. What is intention? To kill up her, to kidnap her. So since that is there, whether she is minor or major, he has got the intention of eloping her. Yes. Therefore, he has to be punished. There is no other go. Right. When there is no intention. Second case, you all know, R versus Tolson, 1889. So, Tolson, you may know, she is Mrs. Tolson. She is married to a person in 1880, and actually 1881, the husband went on voyage. Actually, she was let us say she was deserted by her husband. She made all efforts to trace him, but came to know after 6 years that he is no more. That is the information she got, and she informed the same to another person and got him married. But in the 7th year, the real husband came and he filed a case against Mrs. Tolson. Even though she narrated the entire story, please remember, there at the time the offence is called as Section 57 of the Offences Against Persons Act 1861. I think presently you can say 494. So it was a good defense of presumption of death. Of course, it's allowed. So please remember, mens rea is not found in Indian law, but it is found in Indian law in the following states, like fraudulently, Section 25 of the Indian Penal Code, dishonestly, Section 24 of the Indian Penal Code, voluntarily, Section 39 of the Indian Penal Code, intentionally. So please remember. Moreover, when there are exceptions from 76 to 106, I believe. So in the Indian Penal Code, there please remember, if you are able to prove that there are circumstances where the absence of the criminal intention is there, then definitely, suppose a person is a drunken stage, he does not know the consequences. A person is a mentally ill fellow. Like that, if you are able to prove, definitely the mens rea will not be proved and he will get an acquittal. So this is an important topic. Mens rea, it will be useful both for jurisprudence, even for the other law class students also. Please see my video once or twice and get yourself enriched with the legal knowledge, particularly on the concept of mens rea. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much.